Hello everyone, I'm Matt the Friendly Board Gamer and welcome to the Marvel Champions Challenge. Today we are taking Gamora for another spin, one of the newest heroes that's been released, and we are going to be facing Absorbing Man. So the interesting thing about Gamora is that she can have a chosen aspect, which in this case I have chosen Justice, but she can also have 6 attack and or 6 thwart events from any other aspect. So I'm picking Aggression to bring a little bit of damage hitting to Gamora. So we've got things like Dropkick in there, which is the aggression event, and Clobber. We've got Gamora's signature cards, like things like Conditioning Room. We've got Clear the Area for some threat removal. Turn the Tide, which when you remove threat also deals damage. Another Clobber. We've got Mockingbird and Rocket Raccoon allies. What else we've got? Endurance, which gives more hit points. Again, another Clobber, another Clear the Area. Ironheart, again another ally. After you play Ironheart from your hand, draw a card. These are some of Gamora's signature cards. Acrobatic Move, Gamora's Sword, Keen Instincts, Decisive Blow, Cross Counter, some resources there. Set the Pace as well, for momentum. Nebula is one of Gamora's signature allies. Again, Turn the Tide, Dropkick, deal 4 damage to an enemy if paid using a physical resource, stun the enemy and draw a card. Multitasking, remove 2 threats from a scheme if paid for this card. Using the mental resource, remove 2 threats from a different scheme. 2 multitaskings. Got Wiccan, which is a Justice ally. Quake, a Justice ally. Groot, which is a basic ally. And a Sense of Justice, which lets you generate resources for a thwart event. So that is the deck I'm playing. I didn't make this deck. This is the deck that I got off the marvelcdb.com. I'll put a link to the deck list in the show notes, so you can check that out if you like. So Absorbing Man, we have 10 hit points as well, and got that down in there. We're playing against Absorbing Man, stage 1 and 2. So Absorbing Man gains the trait of each environment in play, and as part of the setup we've got Absorbing Man level 1 and 2, standard encounter set, and the Hydra Patrol modular encounter set. Part of setup, we need to discard cards from the encounter deck until an environment is discarded and put that into play. So we will keep on going. So we're looking for an environment card. Treacheries, treachery. Lots of treachery. Environment, Snowy Hillside. So this is the environment that we have got. This has a forced response. After Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, place 1 threat on the main scheme, 2 if there's 5 or more delay counters on the main scheme. Then we shuffle this back into the discard pile. The discard pile back into the encounter deck. So I've shuffled that up. We are all ready to go. I've got Absorbing Man stage 1's 14 hit points dialed in. We've got our Snowy Hillside, Ice trait. And the villain's force response says after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place a delay counter here. And when an environment enters play, we discard each of the environment card in play. So we are ready to go. Let's make a start and see how we do. So I'm going to draw up to my hand size of 6, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what we got. So clear the area, some Clobber, Turn the Tide, another clear the area, a couple of allies. So I don't think we need both of these Turn the Tides because we have no threat starting threat. Oh no, there should be actually 2 per player threat there, so that could actually be quite good. My mistake. So there's 2 threat there. I'm playing solo today, so I think I'll get rid of one of them. We don't need them both. A couple of allies, I think I'll keep them. Turn the Tide and Clobber because good, so I'll just get rid of the 1, I think. And draw a card, another Clobber. Okay. So, what shall we do? What shall we start off with? So, I can have an action here for Gamora that lets me look at the top card of your deck. If that card is an attack or a thwart event, draw it. So, I think I'll do that anyway. It is a thwart event. Set the Pace. This is one of Gamora's signature cards. So I can draw that, which is good. It's a 0 cost event as well. So we can play Clobber, which deals 3 damage to an enemy if If this is the first card you have played this round, return this card to your hand. I really like this card. You've got to clear the area, remove 2 threats from a scheme. If this removes the last threat on that scheme, draw a card. That could be good. After hero thwarts and removes all threats from a scheme. So them two work good together. I want to play them two together, but I need to pay for that one. So Rocket Raccoon, 3 hit points, 3 cost ally, 2 thwart, 1 attack. Play only if I have the Guardian trait, which I believe I do as the hero. Yes, Guardian is my hero form. Obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy. But his ability is better when he's fighting minions, and we don't have any of them. So I think I might use that to play for that. So I'm going to play Clobber, using a Clobber and a set pace. That says deal 3 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3. If this is the first card you play this round, return this card to your hand. This comes back to my hand. I'm going to play Clear the Area with Rocket Raccoon, which says remove 2 threats from a scheme. I will do. If this removes the last threat on the scheme, draw a card. And then in response to that, after your hero thwarts and removes all the threats from a scheme, which I did here, deal 3 damage to an enemy. 1, 2, 3. So this is my extra card. I've got Drop Kick. Deal 4 damage to an enemy. If you page this card using a physical resource, stun the enemy and draw a card. Now I could play Clobber again, which lets me deal 3 more damage to an enemy, but I should have been in hero form and did all that, unfortunately. After you play an attack event, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Yeah, so that shouldn't have mattered because I still would have removed 2 threats from a scheme there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. After I play a thwart event, which I did here, turn the tide is. I'll clear the area as a thwart event. I deal another damage to the enemy. Okay, slightly out of sequence there. Sorry about that, but hopefully I think everything is done in order there as well. I should have been hero form when I did that, but it didn't make much difference. So where was I? I could play Clobber again to deal 3 more damage, getting rid of these, but then this won't come back to my hand, which is a shame. But I've got 2 3-cost cards and it seems a waste not to play this. But I like having this as a guaranteed 3 damage. If I play this first each round, be guaranteed 3 damage, and I can just keep pinging the enemy until I get him down. I will attack for 2 with Gamora. Oh, it's so tempting to play that though. It is very tempting. I think I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep all of these and I'll drop my hand limit of 5. So it's maybe not the most efficient or effective turn, but I think it was worth keeping the ally, potentially get that out and playing Clobber or something. Let's see what happens next turn. Cross counter is a Gamora card. So when you take enemy into damage, prevent 3 of that damage, deal 1 damage to an enemy, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Okay, so I will ready my hero, and it's the villain's turn. So 1 threat per player on the main scheme. First chance after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 delay counter here. So he's got 1 delay counter. Now, Absorbing Man is going to attack me for 2. But after Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, place 1 threat on the main scheme. 2 if there's 5 or more. So I'm not going to defend this. Attack me for 2 plus a boost. Is a star. Put this card into play so that disappears. So I take 2 damage. And after Absorbing Man makes an undefended attack against you, heal 1 damage from him. So he heals a damage. I think that one triggers rather than that one. Now he deals me an encounter card. What have you got? The Ball and Chain attached to Absorbing Man. Spend a resource and shuffle this card back into the encounter deck. He gets +1 scheme and +1 attack. Okay. Oh, I could have played my cross counter as well, but never mind. Don't want to get Mockingbird out. I'm going to do some drop kick. I can do 3 damage, return this to my hand. After I play an attack, I can remove some threat. I could do it, get rid of that as well. He's on 6. Could do 3 damage from him, 4 damage if I play that one. Could stun him with Mockingbird. Okay, let's play, if I play Clobber with that, then that will come back to my hand. I'll then have 3, I can get a Mockingbird, or I can get out. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to play my Strength to play Clobber, deal 3 damage to the enemy. 1, 2, 3. After I play an attack event, remove 1 threat from a scheme. This is an attack, this was the first card, so this comes back to my hand. Now, do I want to get a Mockingbird, or do I want to play drop kick and deal 4 damage and get him over to the next stage? I could replay this and do another 3 damage. That will go. Play drop kick, that'll get me another card, potentially. Deal 4 damage to an enemy if you paid using a physical resource. Using only physical resources, which I would be doing. Stun the enemy and draw a card. That could be good. He'd be stunned for his next attack. I could stun him with Mockingbird, and then Mockingbird is out. I could do 2 attack with Gamora, 1 attack with Mockingbird. Let's do that. Let's go with this. So Mockingbird comes on with 3 health. After Mockingbird enters play, stun the enemy. So Zombie Man, you are stunned. Gamora can attack for 2. Mockingbird can attack for 1. And Zombie Man stage 1 is down. And Zombie Man stage 2 comes into play. He has 15 health. Dial that in. When revealed, if super absorbing power is in play, deal 1 encounter card to each player. Otherwise, search the encounter deck and discard power for super absorbing power and reveal it. One thing in the deck. Super absorbing power. Super absorbing power. There you go. Shuffle the encounter deck if it was searched this way, which it was. So, super absorbing power. Basically, Absorbing Man gains all the traits. Ice, metal, stone, and wood. It all comes in with 3 threat. So I'll ready up. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My hand limit. So it is over to the villain. So Absorbing Man, you are going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Going to add a delay counter. He's going to attack me, but he's stunned, so this would disappear, and then this wouldn't trigger because this is not making an undefended attack. This doesn't happen, nothing happens. He just basically deals me an encounter card, which says Steel Kick Treachery. When revealed, hero take 3 indirect damage, 4 indirect damage if Absorbing Man has the metal trait, which he does. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 for Mockingbird and 1, 2, 3 for Gamora. Okay, so there you have it. What have I got here? Decisive Blow. Deal 4 damage to an enemy, 7 damage instead if you played a thwart event. This time I got 2 of them. Conditioning Room, Alter Ego, Exhaust Conditioning Room, return the bottommost attack or thwart event from your discard pile to your hand, heal 1 damage. Clobber deals 3 damage and he comes back and another drop kick. Okay. Thwart event, if you play an attack event. Okay. Pity I've not got a thwart event I can play first, because that would have been really good with Decisive Blow. I think what I'll do is I will play... that, and that doesn't give me anything else out, which is a shame. One, two, three. I could play drop kick for them 3. That's a deal 4 damage to an enemy if played using only physical resources, stun the enemy and draw a card. And this is deal 4 damage to an enemy. Yeah, but I love that Clobber card. I really like that Clobber card. But do I want to get rid of my drop kick for that? That is the question. Ooh, tough decisions. I think stunning the enemy and drawing a card is a good thing to do. I'm going to play drop kick. 3 physical resources, 4 damage to the enemy. If you paid for this using only physical, stun the enemy and draw a card. So you are stunned again and I draw a card. I have Keen, that disappears. After I've played a attack event, remove 1 threat from a scheme. Remove from here. Keen Instincts looks good. I can exhaust Keen Instincts to generate a wild resource from an attack or thwart event. That's going to give me some resources each round. I think I might actually get that out. Get rid of Conditioning Room. So I will thwart with Gamora for 2 to get rid of this because I don't want that anymore. And I'll leave Mockingbird here to potentially take some damage when he attacks next turn. So ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 1 threat on the main. 1 threat on the main scheme. He will get 1 acceleration token, and he will then attack me. But he is stunned, so the attack doesn't happen. So this doesn't trigger. This doesn't trigger, and he deals me an encounter card. We have another treachery. When revealed hero, take 3 indirect damage for if Absorbing Man has the metal trait, which he doesn't. He has the stone trait. Ooh, I could take also if I take any damage to Mockingbird, she goes. So I think I'll have to take the 3. 1, 2, 3. Gamora, you are on low health. My girl, you need to heal. Or take out Absorbing Man in 1 turn, which would be difficult. So what do we have here? We have Ironheart as an ally. After you play Ironheart from your hand, draw a card. Got another Keen Instincts. I can exhaust this to generate a wild for another attack or thwart event. Oh, Endurance. This will get me 3 hit points. And I believe when you get 3 additional hit points, you also heal 3 as well. And Gamora's Sword, which 3 cost upgrade, restricted. After you play an attack event, deal 1 damage to an enemy. So I think first of all we're going to get out Ironheart for 2 cost Genius Resource. After you play Ironheart from your hand, draw a card. Okay, so Ironheart, you are coming on with 2 health. Acrobatic move, deal 2 damage to an enemy. That's a 3 cost event. That's good. Okay, let's play that. Acrobatic move, deal 2 damage to an enemy. What of these do I want to get out? I think I want to get the hit points out. I think I will generate play Gamora's. Yeah, I'm going to use Gamora's Sword to play out Endurance, which gets me 1, 2, 3 hit points and 3 additional maximum hit points, so I'm up to 10. I have this 1 card in my hand, Keen Instincts, which I can't play. It's a resource upgrade. I've not played any events. I played a hero. I played an attack event here. Gets to move 1 threat from a scheme. So I will attack with 2. Or do I want to attack with 2? Do I want to actually flip to Alter Ego and heal? I'm on 5 though. I have a good couple of enemies. But he is going to attack me next turn. A lot of these treachery cards are dealing indirect damage to me, which is causing me problems. Plenty of scheme. He's on 20, he's 12 scheme. Yeah, I'll flip and then heal for 3. 1, 2, 3. I can also look at the top card of my deck. It is a action card, attack or thwart action card, so I can keep that. But I could play that to play this, another Keen Instinct, because I can't play this because it's a hero action. I might do that. 2 Keen Instincts. I have very keen instincts. Ironheart and Mockingbird are going to stay there for the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 1 threat on the main scheme. 1 additional delay counter. He is going to scheme for 2, 3 plus a boost, which is 4, 5. 5, 6, 7 out of 12. If the boosted or man has ice or metal trait, give him a tough status card, which he doesn't. He has stone. He will then deal me an encounter card. When revealed, you are stunned. If absorbing man has the ice trait, take 2 indirect damage. So now I'm stunned. Wonderful. Okay, so let's go. What have we got here? We've got Turn the Tide. We can remove some threat from a scheme after your hero thwarts and removes threat. Removes all threat from scheme, deal 3 damage. Got 2 of them. Groot, I am Groot. 6 health, 2 attack, 1 thwart, 3 cost upgrade. After Groot defends against an attack, heal 2 damage. And clear the area. 4 momentum with 3 threat from a scheme, 5 threat instead if you played an attack event this turn. Don't have any of them, that's a shame. But I could play Nebula. She will get me potentially a... Ooh, okay. I'm going to do this action here. Look at the top card of my deck. If that card is an attack or thwart event, draw it. It is a thwart event. Another 4 momentum. But I've got a nice big hand size now. So let's have a look what we can do. Let's have a think. So after hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme, deal 3 damage to an enemy. If I can play that and remove 3, 6, 7, and play that and remove another 3, 6. Okay, let's see if we can do this. I'm going to exhaust both of these to generate a wild resources for a attack or thwart event. This is a thwart event. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. Okay, so I've done that. Let's play. Ooh, if I can do this, this would be so good. So I'm going to flip to hero form. I'm going to play another 4 momentum. Again, is remove 3 threat from a scheme, 5 if you played an attack event this turn. Oh, I should have been in hero form when I played my first 4 momentum as well, which after I play a thwart event, I deal 1 damage to an enemy. Another 4 momentum. I'm going to play Clear the Area and Nebula for that, which that removes 3 threats from a scheme again, so another 3. And this is just once per phase, so I don't need to do that again. I'm going to thwart with Gamora for 2 to remove that and play both of these Turn of Tides. I believe I can play both of these. Oh, it's an attack event, so one of these will be removed. Oh, that's a shame. That was doing so good. Yeah, okay, so one of them's going to get cancelled by the stun. After your hero thwarts and removes all threat from a scheme, deals 3 damage to an enemy. So I just do 3 damage. Oh, that's a shame because I could have got rid of him completely then if I had done that a little bit better. But, never mind. After I play an attack event, I remove 1 threat from a scheme, which there is not to do. I have Groot, which I cannot play. So I will just drop to my hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I thought that would have gone a little bit better that turn. I obviously didn't calculate everything exactly as I should have done. But, you know what? It's on your game. Hey, I didn't say I was a good player, just a player that, or just someone who enjoys playing. So, I have some good cards here. Deal 2 damage, multitasking, Groot. But first, it is the villain's turn. 1 threat on the main scheme, and he gets a delay counter. So he's now up to 5. So he is going to attack me for 2, 3. I'm going to defend with Mockingbird. So that's 3, 4. Good. So Mockingbird took the damage. He will then deal me an encounter card. This doesn't trigger because it was an undefended attack. That's 2, 3, 4 from the boost. Yep. So I will deal an encounter card. The villain schemes. He's going to scheme for 3 plus a boost. 3, 4, 5. There we go. So Absorbing Man is on 5. I think we can get rid of him this turn. I'm going to play Acrobatic Move. It's a 0 cost event. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. 1, 2. After you play a attack event, remove 1 threat from a scheme. I'm going to play, just for the fun of it, let's get Groot out there. 3 cost ally. He comes in with 5, 6. Playing for the guiding trait, I do. Groot is going to attack for 2, and he takes 2 consequential damage. And I can attack with myself and with Ironheart. And there we have it. I didn't need to attack with both. I can move myself like that. I'll remove some threat from there just because we can, and it makes it look a little bit better. So there you have it. Gamora taking down Absorbing Man with her Justice mixed with Aggression deck. Really like Gamora. I think she's a fantastic new hero, one of the newest heroes, obviously, but also a great mix. She's got some good skills, some good events in there, very event focused. Putting out them events to trigger both of her focus response here, finesse and precision. But she's got some cool cards as well, like these Keen Instincts to get some good upgrades. What else does she have? She has some good acrobatic moves, 3 cost events. Nebula's an ally, although I didn't actually bring her out, which is still pretty good. 4 momentum as well. It's all about, playing, if you play one event, an attack event, and then playing a thwart event afterwards, it triggers off differently. And then that Cobbler aggression card, bringing that back into my Cobbler. What was it? Wasn't Cobbler? It's a bread, isn't it? What's it called? Clobber. There we go. That Clobber card where you can bring that back into your hand and just keep pinging the villain for 3 damage if you play that card first, and combine that with this force response here that when you play an attack event you remove 1 threat, so you're doing threat removal and attack all on the same turn. So thank you very much for watching on that. Feel free to check out my social media links below. Hit the bell, wherever the bell is, up in the top right hand corner, to subscribe to the blog for more Marvel Champions videos, and also for more other playthroughs that I do as well. Don't just do Marvel Champions stuff. And yeah, I really appreciate the subs. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that as well. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a good day. Bye bye.